Morning. So, what are we saying? First thing I'm saying is, it is freaking freezing. What has happened to this weather? It's like ice cold out here this morning. There's a cold wind. My hands are so cold I'm struggling to even hold the dog lead. I can't believe how cold it's got. But regardless, we still need to be out here staying consistent and being disciplined, because that's what we do, and that's going to be a big part of you achieving your goals. So I've got a few things that I really want to address today. First one is, I'd just like to sincerely apologise to everyone who joined the live fitness session last night for my god awful internet. Just let me have a little explanation. So, I live in a armpit of a town which, for some reason, there is 2 exchanges in the whole town that don't yet have fibre. One of them is mine. So I've got just normal broadband, the shittiest broadband. So my normal broadband pulls somewhere between 5 and 7 meg, which is enough to kind of power nothing. So I then bought a mobile phone SIM card with a router box, so you plug it into the wall and you can still use an Ethernet cable, but it, rather than running off wired, it runs off a wireless connection, so like a mobile phone signal, and it's pretty good. You get 4G on it. The mast's quite close, however it's with 3 and they've got a problem with the mast in my area, so it's hit and miss, it's intermittent. But I've been using that recently and it's been really good. I haven't had a problem with it. But when I did have a problem with it, and when I started doing the lives in the gym, I bought a third option, which was a Voxy SIM card, which has got the capability of 5G, but I haven't got a box to use it on, so it just run it off 4G. And that works fine, to be fair, it's brilliant. But because my wired 3's been working quite well, I've been using that stupidly. So I used it last night and 3 had a problem in our area. So that's why last night it was crap. And I couldn't switch over to the Voxy SIM because the device that I have the Voxy SIM in was flat. So I couldn't use that. Come on, Dexy. So we just ended up with a shit live feed. And a lot of people have been very good about it, to be fair. So I appreciate everyone for saying nice things when, let's face it, it was shit. However, my ethos is be kind, and people were kind about it. Come on. So what I said I would do is, I said I would get up this morning and re-record the session so people would be able to train along to it a bit better without it buffering and being all shit. So I did get up early this morning, however, I've had some technical issues. Namely, my microphones didn't charge, so I wouldn't have had a microphone, it would have been all echoey. And then I film on my phone, which is where the app is for the timer. So I took my iPad, but unfortunately, the timer app hadn't synced to my iPad, so I didn't even have a timer. So it took me 15 minutes to get sorted, and by the time I started, I'd actually run out of time to do anything because I need to be out with the kids and the dog at a reasonable time. So I didn't actually get it recorded, unfortunately. Okay, just something else I'd just like to touch on quick is being kind. Be kind to people. Like, I've had enough of this whole just let's tear each other down all the time. There seems to be loads of it, and I thought when I first started on YouTube that it was different. It was different to the social medias that I've seen or I've been on. But I realised this week it's not. There is some amazing people, and we'll get to that in a minute. But there's also some real shitbags. Some real selfish, horrible, money-orientated, mean, nasty people. And not just the obvious one, but quite a few, and I've seen it more and more. And the more I'm getting to know some of the kind ones, the more I'm beginning to understand who the mean ones are. And I'm getting a bit sick of it. Now, out of respect for other creators who just don't want to be engaging, I'm not engaging. Yes, I've had a few little digs, but I'm not engaging. But just be known that if you are a creator, you are a troll, you are one of these people who seems to think that it's okay to absolutely tear somebody down. If you come at me, I won't be so reserved. That's not a threat, by the way. I'm just saying, we need to start being kind to people, man. Let's just fucking stop it now. So, last week, or a couple of weeks ago, I did a video shouting out a couple of people. Come on, Dexter. And I think there is a few other people that I probably didn't mention when I did that, because I can't mention everyone, I can't remember everyone, but there's a couple of other people that I just want to mention. And don't get me wrong, when I mention people, I'm not expecting all subscribers to go over and just subscribe to them. What I'm doing is I spend a lot of time looking at other people's content, and I look at stuff that I think is valuable, content that might be valuable to my subscribers. And there's a couple of people recently that have come up that I've had some interactions with, and I thought actually their content's really good, their ethos is really nice, they're kind people, and there may be 1 or 2 or 10 or 100 or 500 subscribers who could really, really benefit. 1 second. Okay guys, so just didn't get to finish the video while I was out on the walk, so I'm finishing it now. But just so everyone can see, I've started the video before I've started driving, just because I got a load of fucking backlash last time I did this. And the camera's on a mount, and I'm not going to touch it, and I'm just going to talk as if I was talking to a friend in the van with me. Okay? So the world is against me this week, and it's only Tuesday. I had a nightmare with the live last night. I had a nightmare trying to re-record it this morning. I had a nightmare out walking the dog this morning. No doubt something is going to go wrong throughout the day, but I just want to finish the video by saying what I was trying to say ages ago. It feels like ages ago since I was on that bloody walk. And that is just about a couple of creators who have been pretty good to me, giving me advice and help and watching my stuff. A couple of shout outs from people. So the first one I just want to mention is Hillbilly's Chicken Ranch. If that's the sort of thing that you're into, they can their own food and they do regular lives, and it's a pretty good channel. I'm not going to spoil it for you because I'm going to let you go over and see what you can see on there, but it does what it says on the tin. Hillbilly's Chicken Ranch. It isn't about elephant farming. So I've seen quite a few bits that they do, and they're very, very big on supporting other YouTubers and helping smaller channels grow, and they're very close to their 1,000 subscribers. So please go check out their channel if it's something that you're interested in. The other one I want to shout out, and I have mentioned these a few times on my live, but I don't think I've tagged them in any videos. Probably should have done before now, because they're probably two of my closest friends. The Wanderings of Alan and Kaz. They have their own camper van that they've built themselves, their own camper build. Well, say they built. Credit Alan. I don't think Kaz had a great deal to do with it. Sorry, Kaz, but I don't think you did. So they go all around. They've recently had a pretty big trip around Europe, and they've documented the stuff they've done, and they do a lot of walking and hiking and mountains, and their channel is a lot better than what it is doing. I think they have somewhere around 400, 450, something like that, subs. It should be on a lot more. So if if you know, van life and outdoors and stuff and camping and hiking and all that good travel stuff is something that you're interested in, please go check them out, because they are two fantastic people. The community we're building, the trolls and everyone aside, and I'm lucky I haven't had a great deal of it, but I know that some of my good friends have been getting trolled pretty hard, and that's just shitty. So all of us who have got a little bit about us and who are good people and who care about everybody else, we need to be supporting these people who are getting all the shit and fighting back a little bit. We need to be showing them the love. Yes, there is a lot of hate, and there's been a lot of people concentrating on the hate this last couple of weeks, but let's concentrate on the good side of YouTube. These big communities, these people like Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and the Wanderings of Alan and Kaz, and the many people I've mentioned before, my good friend Frugal Stew, Russ, Trevor, Andy, Ryan, Nitro, all the people, Annabelle at Fortune Cookie, like all these people are such good people. We don't need to be concentrating on all the haters, and not just haters, these haters who dedicate their lives and dedicate their channels just to tearing people down, and that says what kind of people they are. Whereas we've got a community that dedicates their channels to building people up, and I think that's a testament to who we are and who they are. So let's build each other up, let's all grow, let's get out there, achieve our goals.